6-day tour of the North Island in New Zealand began on 18 September 2024 from Melbourne, Australia. We landed shortly after midnight on the 19th and landed at Auckland after a 3.5-hour flight. After going through the immigration and customs formalities, we came out, took the pre-booked Kia Carnival rent-a-car and drove to the pre-booked house at Flatbush Road, a half-an-hour drive from the airport. On the way, we bought some food items from an Indian store which was open 24 hours. By the time we settled for rest of the night, it was almost 4:30 in the morning. After having a quick nap, got ready, had breakfast and started off at 10:30 to visit the Auckland War Memorial Museum, about half an hour drive away. The Auckland War Memorial Museum, known in Maori language as Tamaki Paingahira, is also known as Auckland Museum. It is one of New Zealand's most important museums and war memorials. Its neoclassical building, constructed in the 1920s and 1950s, stands on Observatory Hill, the remains of a dormant volcano in the Auckland domain near Auckland Central Business District. Museum collections concentrate on New Zealand history and especially the history of the Auckland region, the natural history and military history. Auckland Museum's collections and exhibits began in 1852. In 1867, Aucklanders formed a learned society, the Auckland Philosophical Society, soon renamed Auckland Institute. Within a few years, Auckland Museum was transferred to Auckland Institute, thereafter known as Auckland Institute and Museum until 1996. Memorial Museum was the name of the new building opened in 1929, but since 1996, it has been more commonly used for the institution as well. From 1991 to 2003, the museum's Maori name was Te Papa Wakahiku. Auckland Museum, established in 1852, was originally housed in a small cottage in Grafton Road, referred to as Old Government Farmhouse or the Governor's Dairy, near the corner with Cement Street, an area now part of the University of Auckland. The public were first admitted on Sunday, 24 October 1852, and every Wednesday and Saturday thereafter. Honorary Secretary John Alexander Smith announced that the museum was now open to the public from 29 October that year and intended to collect specimens illustrative of the natural history of New Zealand, particularly its geology, mineralogy, entomology, and ornithology. Collections also included weapons, clothing, implements, etc. of New Zealand and the islands of the Pacific. He said any memento of Captain Cook or his voyages would be thankfully accepted. Other items in the collections were coins and medals, both ancient and modern in connection with the above. There is also an industrial museum to exhibit specimens of building and ornamental stone, timber for various purposes, clays and sands, dyes and tanning substances, gums and resins, flax, hemp and hair, and wool stating details of source and the donors. The museum attracted 708 visitors in the first year. Interest in the museum dwindled over the following decade even as its collection grew. And in 1869, the somewhat neglected and forlorn museum was transferred to the care of the Auckland Institute, a learned society formed 2 years earlier. An Italianate-style building was constructed for the museum in Princess Street near Government House and across the road from the Northern Club. It was opened on 5th June 1876 by the Governor of New Zealand, George Phipps. These new premises included a large gallery topped by a metal frame skylight. This room proved problematic as it was impossible to heat during the winter but overheated during the summer. Canvas awnings used to shield the roof from harsh sunlight made the exhibits difficult to view in the resulting gloom. Several exhibition halls were added to the side of the original building. One of the visitors during the 1890s was the French artist Gauguin, sketched several Maori items and later incorporated them into his Sahityan period paintings.